warning. This week, oh my gosh, the garden exploded. I don't know, there's just a lot to show you. Let's go. I'm working on my second cup. Let's do this. Well, the asparagus beans are going insane. I was really busy this week getting ready for a yard sale, and I neglected the asparagus beans. Some of them got too large. We ended up hulling some of them because I think we could still eat the beans. Anyway, supposedly the more you harvest, the more it encourages it to make more beans. So I even cut the ones that I'm not sure we can eat. But the green beans have finally hit their stride. The pole beans, which were harder to come by this season, I had some left over from last year, are doing okay. But the bush beans, yes, whoa, like a bucket full. A few came from the pole beans, but most of the bucket full was from the bush beans. Yikes. The tomatoes are doing okay. I'm still getting a lot of the smaller tomatoes, but my container with the slicers, almost there. Getting real close. Oh yeah, so supply on stuff this year was a little off this spring, back when I was trying to do all this. So the potatoes got a good start, but there was no straw to be had anywhere. What I wanted to do is get it started in that broken down compost. It's kind of dirty and anyway, but I wanted the plants to start to bust through that broken down compost and then start to add straw on top. That way the plants would be encouraged to put off more things along the way. And there was no straw to be had. So yeah, I found a few taters. It wasn't anything like it should have been, but it's still nice to have. So in that large container where I had the broccoli and the cabbage, I had a lot of onions packed in, and a few bolted because the weather got hot real fast, and so I enjoyed the seed heads on a few, but I had forgotten there were a lot more that didn't bolt. Problem with the bolting is just the onion bulb stops growing at that point and puts energy into the stalk and into the seed head. So you don't get big onions from those that have bolted and made seed heads. But you forget about those that where the green has died off and they are under the soil and they're ginormous. We're good on onions. And then I remembered, oh yeah, there's another container that I did the same thing. Guess I better go back and check that. Yo. I don't know if you've seen the chickens running around. My daughter let the chickens go free range for the last couple hours of daylight yesterday. These chickens don't go back to the roost, they'd prefer to get in all the trees. So, and then we didn't climb all the trees to get them and put them back in. So they're everywhere. They're in my flower beds. They're pooping on the porch. It's charming. So yeah, it was a crazy week. It was my birthday week. We were getting ready for a big yard sale. The kids are starting to go to cross country and band practice and stuff like that. We're thinking about school. The COVID numbers are way up. The twins aren't eligible for vaccines. What are we going to do? Are they going to go to school? Are we going to homeschool? Are we going to homeschool until they're vaccinated and then send them to school? You know, there's a lot. There's a lot going on. Anyway, I don't know if there's a lesson to be had. Enjoy what gifts life is giving you right now. Even if you don't have nearly as many taters as you should have, you got taters. You still got taters. It's not perfect, but it's done. Thanks for coming. See you next time. Life's what you make it. Let's get our hands dirty. I'm wearing a shirt like a jacket. 66 degrees outside, a little foggy, misty. Just a light jacket, it's so much to me.